So fashion.
Yeah, fashion, the world of fashion. Got another fashion NFT. Don't know if you guys are getting enough fashion NFTs. Today, I want to take you on a journey to visit the world of Mavion, which is IRL and digital and fashion. Join me.
Fashion.
Mavion. So Mavion is a female-founded project that starts IRL with a jewelry company, but it was founded by Michelle Reeves. And I'm going to be referencing this Forbes article quite a bit throughout this video, so I'll be sure to link that below. But this is Michelle Reeves, and she started her journey in jewelry back in 2018 when she started a company called the Accessory Junkie, which we'll talk about in a second. But this is the Mavion site for the NFT that is obviously a part of their digital presence. And Michelle herself got into crypto personally in like 2016, just as a learning, investing on her own. She didn't become like a Bitcoin millionaire, but just really became interested in it.
But
and
still, that's pretty, she's a baddie, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And I wanted to start off talking about her. So here she is again. But she created Mavion as a way to solve for scalability with her Accessory Junkie company. So Accessory Junkie are jewelry artists, designers all around the world that she curates collections from. So they're small runs, like maybe a jewelry designer only crafts 50 of one piece. So she was trying to solve that scalability issue. She's like, how can I go ahead and get more exposure for these artists without them having to create more physical goods? Enter the digital realm. And I think it's important to note as we get into this project, the NFTs, the different price points for items. So they're like decently affordable for jewelry. They're around $100. Like some things, this handbag is $735.
That's pushing it.
Yeah, they're typically small run and something really cool. And I won't spend a ton of time on this, but they do allow you to do a virtual try on. So it's better on mobile, which is why I won't take us through this right now, but it will open up like Instagram or Facebook, and it's an AR filter that you can see the accessory on like before you actually buy it.
But love that.
So this is the original company. She was working on jewelry, fashion, clearly interested in the digital space, and was looking for a way to scale. And so her vision behind Mavion was basically wanting to expand beyond just the physical accessory and very female focused. There's a quote that she had said in this Forbes article, and there's actually quite a few really good statistics in here about how the percentage of people who own NFTs, like 90% are male. Yeah, here we go. 81% of crypto is owned by men and 90% of NFTs are also owned by men. She talks about community in here and how clearly she's targeting women, but that women don't have time to spend in Discord all day long on these communities. And so she's trying to empower women by giving them alternate methods of being able to make some passive income on royalties on these NFTs.
So that's awesome.
Just a little bit of background, about her and the team. And one more person to point out is this is the actual artist that digitized the jewelry itself. So obviously there are artisans all around the world that are creating the merchandise on the Fashion Junkie site. And then these have been digitized by this artist here and then turned into NFTs. And so the first project, once she went into the digital world, is the MavionWorld collection. And so this is the collection itself. It launched in 2021. And again, it's a brand that's focused on independent artists and designers, bridging the gap with fashion and Web3. And they are obviously a digital collection with the IRL accessory as a trait in the NFT itself. So here's like this earring is the accessory here, and it's called Monica, and 0.3% have this accessory. A little bit more about this collection as a whole. It's a collection of 5,000 NFTs, and it is still minting right now. So the mint started back on March 3rd, and to date, about half are minted. So it is a very slow roll up, but I think they expected that. And the mint,
I don't think that's a bad thing though. Like I actually have come across several projects that were very solid that were just slow mints.
And so to mint, we'll be sure to link all this if anybody's interested. It is 0.14. Here's the total number that are minted, and the mint itself is on Dropspace, and it's exclusively on Dropspace, but you can go to secondary and purchase here as well. Secondary is 0.1. And you can see that there are about 2,500 items in circulation.
So wait, run me through, if I were to buy one of these, how do I end up with the accessory trait in the
Yeah.
NFT?
So they're all randomly generated. This is the Mavion that I own. At some point, they will be like releasing a window in which they'll start to send the physicals out. They haven't yet. And then there will also be a way to tell if the NFT, if you're buying one on secondary, if it has had the physical shipped already, because it will be a one-time, like one physical sent per NFT. So they haven't, to my knowledge, started doing any of that yet. And I was able to, on the Mavion website, up at the top, you can do the Mavion times Accessory Junkie, and you can go through, and I found like my specific accessory.
Those are beautiful. And that NFT is gorgeous.
I love this NFT. I minted this one, and this is what I got. And I was like, should I dye my hair green? It's just, the background and everything.
DJ green, absolutely.
And also, I seriously am considering right now buying one of these.
They're so cool. I want to go back and mint again. So this one has the Chloe accessory, and you can go and find the accessory on the site. So you can take a look at what it is IRL, and then actually what it's fabricated out of as well. And then you can see it on an NFT. And then here is the digital artifact of that accessory. There isn't any information on how to find rarity. So I'm interested to figure out like which accessories are most rare. And so these pieces, this is now a digital asset itself, where if this gets sold on a secondary market, the holder, so for me, I would get royalties on this, as would the designer. So this would be if your NFT is used in like a commercial setting, metaverse, gaming collab, like maybe I have an avatar in a game and I decide to put these earrings on it, or it's sold in a secondary, like I would make royalties off of that. And so this is what, going back to the beginning, Rebecca means by creating that sort of passive income for women, is that, let's say I now have this digital asset that's out there and in theory could generate some income for me.
Yeah.
Which I think is really cool. And I know that she had said in the article as well that she wants to move beyond just like the PFP here and start to produce physicals. So like the background here for all layers of the NFT that you're seeing. So like the background here, she could sell wallpaper, anything that you see, like makeup, potentially hair products. That's her vision for expanding the brand, which I think is really cool. That in addition to collaborations, which is really why I wanted to talk about this project today, because they do have a collab with Rebecca Minkoff that is minting this Saturday. I believe that's Saturday, the 14th. And this is their first collab, and they plan to do more with different sorts of talent and designers. Drop details for the first have been released, and that's what is this Saturday.
So it says July 14th, right? That's tomorrow. At time of recording is the 13th.
So by the time this video is up, it's probably already been in mint, but who knows? The mint price is 1.35 ETH or 1.2. And then there's a tiered process in terms of when you can mint. So gem holders, then the Mavion holders, and then just drop space ticket holders, and then allow list. I don't know what the drop space ticket holders is. And actually I learned about the gem holders through this piece here. And it looks like this was maybe a first version NFT. I don't even know, because they say it's not their genesis, but it's a kind of like a ticket. It gives you access, like early access to mint. So we're seeing it happen here in the Rebecca Minkoff, but I didn't even know this was a thing until they started to list the criteria here. So 1.35, and what this mint will get you is some pretty cool stuff. So there's 5 one-of-one NFTs, which will all come with a one-of-one Rebecca Minkoff bag. This is the first time Rebecca Minkoff has ever done like one-off bags. So if you're a huge Rebecca Minkoff fan, this could totally be worth it for price of 1.3 ETH, depending on which tier. And you get invited to New York Fashion Week, and then a fashion event in perpetuity, which is pretty cool. And then the digital for it as well. So they're really trying to push digital, physical, and experiential in this whole mint, which I think is really interesting.
Yeah, I kind of am into this idea of minting a surprise designer fashion piece.
Yeah.
How exciting. Fun.
I just think that I don't think that they're doing anything wild and crazy. Like, we know the concept of a physical and a digital. We know the concept of having a digital and experiential. Like, that's basically what Bored Ape does. But I just think that her entire story, where she was solving a problem of scalability with the use of NFTs, she has interest in the blockchain space and cryptocurrency space and is really trying to get more people involved. I just think overall, I like what they're doing. I think that they're working smart and taking like the appropriate steps. I don't know. I just think it's a pretty...
Those are beautiful. I'm saying it again. Gorgeous work. You're quickly becoming the queen of fashion NFT news.
On accident. It's just, oh, this is minting. Maybe we should talk about it. So, but yeah, if there's anything outside of fashion that you guys want to hear about, let us know, because we participate in all corners of this degen space. And certainly don't forget to like and subscribe. And leave us a comment if you so choose. We'd love to hear from you.
Follow us on social media and say hi. And do let us know if you think Queen of Degen's hair is fashion. I mean, it's spectacular.
It's fashion.
It's fashion. All right. That's enough.
Gotta go. See you the next one.
Bye.
Bye.